that a stain? I like this coat.
Where did they get to?
Ah! Speak of the devil. I was just one. Huh? Oops, forgot to check my messages. Ah, sorry, my bad. But it's not too late. You can. There's something I need your help with. Looks like we're not the only ones who wanted afternoon tea today, though. Was it that obvious? I'm out of practice. Well, you're clearly better traveled than I am, and I know how generous you are. If I remember correctly, you, March, and Dan Heng, I was wondering, is the train You see, there's not much left for me here except to carry on repairing equipment in the workshop. I like practicing the guitar, and performances are fun, but the crowds are pretty small. Besides, I'm a researcher. How could I not get excited about the chance to explore new worlds up close? Really? You're gonna say... I understand. I know this is a lot to ask out of the blue, so... I knew...
There goes Serval. I better send him or I guess I could ask Mr. Yang. Who's... Let's send a message to Himiko.
Come around and have a look.
You should go and talk to Lady Bronya, Serval. It was her personal invite after...
I know, Huh? You're just a...
Perfect timing. Please.
I knew it. That's just it. There is...
Serval, I understand your reluctance to rejoin the Silvermane Guards. But Lady Bronya values your talent, and she sees how much in any case. You should at least pay...
Okay, I get it. I'm sorry. I need to get this over with.
Say... Sorry, my head's still in the argument. As you know, my sister used to be one of the research team leads in the Silvermane Guard's technology division. Stellarons were her main area of research, but her expertise went far beyond Stellarons. She was, and still is, well-versed in mechanical engineering. Immediately after her succession, Lady Bronya set her sights on Serval's talents. The Supreme Guardian wants her to resume her techno... However, you saw her attitude just now. I think my intuition tells me this is mostly linked to Madame Cocolia's passing. That's true. Never mind. It's just a personal hunch. I can tell the two of you have a close bond. If you get the hand on heart, I wouldn't want to see her sitting behind a desk in Klapoth Fort and sighing all day either. Velebog is too small a place for a mind as inquisitive as Serval's. I'll admit, I'm a little worried. Are you busy? Let's go and wait for her in front of Klapoth.
You know what I mean.
Doesn't seem like they've finished talking yet. I hope it's not turning into a shouting match.
I understand your circumstances. It was my mistake to make an unwarranted request without consent. Allow me to offer you my apologies.
No need, Bronya. You're a Supreme Guardian now. Don't let a little thing like this... Besides, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I've put my own personal reasons...
I get it, Serval. Sorry. I don't mean to open up old wounds. But there's something I need to ask you. This guitar, I found it after going through Mother's old things. She was never a music lover, so I thought this might be connected to you.
Cocolia.
Huh?
It's not. In fact, it once belonged to me and Cocolia. It was our shared treasure. If you don't mind, Bronya, could I take it back to the workshop?
Of course. I'm sure there's a story behind it. I hope you have an amazing journey, Serval. Do remember to
I will. Thank you, Bronya. I assume you heard our conversation. I didn't expect her to be so open-minded. And she didn't even try to persuade me to stay.
I wouldn't rule it out. She's good at reading people's minds. She would have known that you'd never set foot in Klapoth.
After all these years, I never thought I'd set eyes on this guitar again.
If she did, I never knew about it.
The story behind this guitar. When we were in cadet school, Cocolia and I were notoriously disruptive. We were always coming up with the next crazy invention. We called it exploring the infinite possibilities. This guitar was one of those inventions. Cocolia, the super electromagnetic flux player, or electric guitar for short. Not really, no. She was a military history major, very different from what I was. Still, we hung out every day. It's only natural that my love for inventing would rub off on her. I told you it'd take a while to tell the story. Huh? That melody.
That's one of yours, right?
I didn't think many people liked that one. Seems the city might have a few nice memories of me after I'm gone. Now, what am I gonna call this new song? There's no Gepard. Can you lend your dear sister a hand?
Am I allowed to refuse? This place, just looking around gives me a headache.
Okay, I promise. I'm about to go traveling with her. Who knows how long it'll be before I can visit home again.
Fine.
You just need to make yourself at home. You've done plenty of work. Oh, that's a letter I was gonna send to my mom. There's nothing personal in it. Have a read if you like.
You're still writing to Mom and Dad?
Only to Mom. You know, I still don't get along with Dad.
You know, Serval, if you're really leaving Belobog...
I'll think about it. Since you're so curious, this guitar was actually given to me. I came up with the design, but I was never able to build it. Some of the quick as lightning, always keeping her word. That was her way of doing things.
If it was a gift, why was it
I don't think anyone realized, but back then we were so close we didn't even differentiate between each other's possessions. We lived in the same dormitory, went to the same school together every day, ate together, whiled away the time together, and occasionally talked about music together, though it wasn't something she was overly familiar with. That's how things were until the day we fell out. A lot of our shared possessions never left her off. I was always looking forward to the day she'd return this guitar. I thought that would be the day we could bury the hatchet. Now that I think about it. And that's the only Cocolia you guys ever got to know, huh? Always ahead of everyone else, she put it all out of her mind. Me and every memory to do with me. You know...
Let bygones be bygones, sister.
How did the conversation get so heavy again? You know something, Gepard? That guitar case in your hand and my guitar? They're both from the same prototype.
I never knew your guitar had a connection to me, too. Quite the...
Well, let's see. Ah, yes.
It's a family heirloom. It belonged to Rhonda once. You should take care of it.
I wanted to keep it with me. But that's the problem with old things. The less you use them, the easier they break. Besides, hey, wait a minute. Didn't I teach you a few machine overhaul skills?
Here we go again. Like I said,
The principle behind this machine and the one you fixed when you first came to the workshop is the so. I'll leave this one to you. I knew you were a reliable apprentice. Think about it. You helped me fix my machine the first time you came here, and now you're helping me the...
Well done for putting up with her for this long.
Wow, great job. As promised, let me tell you the story behind its original owner was an ancestor of the Landau family, Rhonda Landau. She was one of our the records tell that during the decisive battle, she led 2 Silvermane Guard brigades. She engaged the enemy for 4 full days and nights in the fight for the city. I still have the... Of course. After all...
Take responsibility for your choices and the people of Belobog.
Oh, that? It's a botanical specimen. Little Link... As for the name...
Snowman's Palm. And Little Lynxie is the youngest sister of the Landau family, by the way.
Ah, yes.
It's the only plant here that looks like it's still alive.
Hey, Hey, watch it. Anyway, this specimen means a lot to me, so I'm bringing it with me. That should be everything. Now, what am I gonna call this new song? Finally.
No easy job. Do you really want to leave Bella?
Of course. This is a What's Wrong, Geopard.
Forget it. But before you leave, I have one last request to make. The garrison is heading down to the underworld soon to survey the situation.
Huh? You just said you did. Aha.
No, it's not that. I've heard there are a lot of old energy hubs in the Since you're leaving one way or the other, why don't you do the people of the city?
Even at a time like this, you're still thinking about the people. All right, I'll help you out. The first and last.
Thanks, sis. If you have the time, you're Belobog's hero. I'm sure you must be popular in the underworld. The Silverman. Thanks. I'll contact you.
I'm tired of packing. Let's leave it here for today. I drank all the tea. Why am I getting sleepy?